Hi, and welcome to the 5 Minute Safe Money Solutions podcast. My name is Matt Sherman, and for over 25 years, I've been helping people eliminate risk of their retirement assets through safe money solutions. On the 5 Minute Safe Money Solutions podcast, I break down complicated topics and make them simple to understand. So we're going to have a little fun with a topic today, and the topic is reasons not to own a fixed indexed annuity, an FIA. One reason you may not want to own a fixed indexed annuity is the guarantee you get as far as your principal from loss or protection of your principal from loss. The second one is I don't want to earn a fair rate of return. Next would be I don't want access to my money, or I don't want to leave a legacy. And then finally, I don't need or want a predictable, protected, guaranteed lifetime income for myself or for my spouse. So let's go through each one of these one at a time. I don't want to guarantee my principal from loss. Probably the biggest reason people consider fixed indexed annuities is it's understood that the principal, which could be a substantial amount of money, maybe money they've worked an entire lifetime for, 401k, and they don't want to take any chance that there's going to be any loss of that retirement or that principal from loss, market loss. So what they want to do is they want to put in a fixed indexed annuity, and they want to participate in the upside of the market, but never the downside. And that's one of the gifts that a fixed indexed annuity gives you. The next one is, I don't want to earn a fair rate of return. Well, gosh, we know that the market can have some pretty large leaps and bounds, but we also know that it can have some pretty big losses all at the same time. And if you're in the market, you're not protected from those downsides. In a fixed index annuities, you can participate in the upside, but you don't participate in the downside. If there's a downside of the market, say for instance like we had during the COVID or the very beginning of the COVID, that was March of 2020, what happened is the indexes, the fixed indexed annuities that our clients had just simply went sideways. Didn't lose anything, didn't gain anything, but it just went sideways while everybody else in the market went down. Now, luckily, it went back up. We had that V-shaped recovery. But what if we didn't? What if it was like 2000 or 2015, where it took about 12 years to recover and get back to even of what they had back in 2000 all the way up back to 2015. So the beautiful thing is that a fixed indexed annuity gives you the potential of a fair rate of return. So one of the biggest myths when it comes to fixed indexed annuities is that you don't have access to your money. You do indeed have access to your money. They're called free withdrawals. Anytime after the first year, companies will allow you to access anywhere from 7 to 10%. So let's talk about that real quickly. So you have their surrender charges within the annuity and a surrender period. So let's say that you're in your 4th or 5th year and there's a surrender charge still of about 5%. That's 5% above and beyond whatever your free withdrawal amount is. So if you've got $100,000, you need access and you've got 10%, you're going to get $10,000. No questions, you have free access to that. But what if you need $15,000? Well, 10 is going to come out free. The extra 5 is going to be subject to that 5%, and you've got full access to the $15,000. In regard to surrender charges, don't get too caught up in surrender charges. We're going to spend an entire podcast one day just discussing surrender charge. Certainly you want to leave money to your beneficiaries, to your spouse, to your partner, and annuities give you that opportunity that even during the lifetime, as you take that income, that lifetime income, if there are funds left over in the account, in the cash account, those funds would go to your beneficiary. So that is available, obviously. And then finally, I don't want a predictable or protected guaranteed lifetime income for me or my spouse. But what if you could have a predictable and protected guaranteed lifetime income without annuitizing, but within the product itself, it provided income, a benefit income account, so that you knew that if you retired in 2 years, 5 years, 7 years, that you knew that the exact amount would be available to you, and God forbid if you passed away, that same amount would be available to your spouse. So what's the takeaway? Well, if you're interested in any one of these, the guarantee, your principal is guaranteed from loss. If you're interested in a fair rate of return, do you want to have access to your money? Do you want to leave a legacy? Certainly do. I haven't met a person yet that didn't give a hoot about leaving a legacy. And if you are interested in a predictable, protected, guaranteed lifetime income for you and your spouse, then guess what? A fixed indexed annuity is an appropriate consideration for your retirement And you probably should go ahead and talk to a fixed indexed annuity specialist today. Thank you.